I loved it. I loved it. This is some kind of event. Okay, folks, you won't believe, as I always start with these words and phrase when I'm getting back to Computer History Museum. So we are getting back to Computer History Museum in Mountain View this wonderful summer Saturday day. And the reason why we're here, they have promising Tech Expo Makers Lab event. So going to see what wonderful stuff we may find here. So as far as I understand, and that's my guess slash bet slash assumption, there will be some devices and stuff from thinkers, creators, engineers, local guys. So not like from big companies, big tech stuff. So let's see what we can find inside Computer History Museum today, and thanks for joining us. As always, the very small, simple thing which I would like personally ask you, please like us, subscribe, hit the bell, and see you inside. This is just an overview of like how the parking lot is completely booked, occupied, you name it. So that's very common for any events in Computer History Museum. See you inside, folks. That's the way to go inside. Lovely, nice way to the main entrance of Computer History Museum. And as you can see, there are a bunch of people who are chilling outside. We're inside, again, same space as you are familiar with. We got nice agenda slash stuff going on today for the TechFest Makers event. And I see very nice things such as soldering, so for beginners, maybe we'll give a try, meet robot Pew, 3D printers, so definitely we'll go into check. So yeah, let's see what we have here today. So this is the area where you can learn how to solder, and you see that tables are pretty occupied, but I will give a try to find my spot. I definitely want to have that small PCB board in the shape of the robot, if I got it correctly. So you see folks are doing soldering here, very nice. LED resistors. And this is set of all the details. And also we have here, oh my gosh, nice, a huge oversized Macintosh Plus. I would say it's over XL Plus. Definitely one of the biggest Macintosh I ever seen. So we put our name in the list, so need to wait when any spot is available here. Meanwhile, let me check what we else have here. So all this area is supported by Maker Nexus group of enthusiastic people who help to learn and bring awareness to microelectronics, soldering, PCB boards, you name it, different smart stuff. Interesting exhibition. So you see all the like stuff materials, you can read about them and how you can get and check what they do. Here we have really nice, interesting, tiny LED PCB board, something, and some kind of digital watch slash clock, and of course some kind of wonderful, interesting machine with infinite balls going all the way around, like from here to there. Very cool, and definitely respect to Maker Nexus folks for helping bring awareness to this stuff.
Progress. And my wife is a Mac fan.
Okay.
So when I got the opportunity to give this demo, I jumped on it. I have very little familiarity with a Mac itself.
So you say that your friend who made it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And I mean, like everything is like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
nice.
Really functional.
Oh my gosh.
It's built to scale.
It's so incredible thing in terms of like pushing these buttons,
Yeah,
and
it's amazing, and it's one of a kind.
oh my gosh, yeah, everything is working, operatable, big mouth. But the keyboard is maybe, I mean, like
Keyboard
the
works.
best one.
If you bring up Mac right, you can go ahead and start typing.
Okay, let us type the most common hello.
Yep. And one of the coolest things to me is how much we take for granted the capabilities that are in this application that will run on a machine 40 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, this is very cool. I mean, like, incredible. I really love such type of the stuff because somebody will say, okay, what the value, right? But now it's all about like how different minds work, and I mean, like, yeah.
We can change it to shadow. We can change the font.
Nice. How it's going to be like feeling the stuff? No, it's great.
It is. So I'm okay with the keyboard, but the notion that this replica, this large scale replica, is as usable as it is, I think is amazing on the part of the creators who put this together.
Totally agree with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And here is the small brother. Yeah, the original one. And you see how tiny his mouth compared to this big one.
Regular Mac, this is the big Mac.
Yeah, and this is Big Brother. So we are getting back to the main lobby. First, let's see what we have here. And looks like it's all about different gadgets like robot gyms, some cool guitar, 3D printed stuff. Hello. Oh, sorry. Okay, so everything is 3D printed?
Everything is 3D printed. So
wow.
We have a 3D printing as a service business called Peak Technology Enterprises Inc. Located in San Jose. We have a branch here in Mountain View. The Computer History Museum has invited us to show the crossroads of 3D printing and electronics and computer histories, so anybody can be their own inventor.
Can I try something?
Nice. Guitar is very impressive.
And this is a virtual reality pinball controller.
Oh, nice.
So if you throw on a virtual reality headset, you can use this to have a more realistic pinball experience as you play.
So the thing is, what they basically do, they are local guys doing various 3D printing. They also are doing it like not only like for business, but also for educational purpose as well. So very nice, folks. I like the passion of anybody who tries to move forward and bring awareness into educational segment of the society. So great stuff, great work. Hello. Yeah. So what we have here?
Yeah, we have a dancing robot. This is a robot too.
Okay.
Educational robot used for elementary school, like a second grader to seventh grader.
Oh.
They make you learn coding to do like the autopilot, the software. Dance party like this one, we got a microphone. We teach kids how to like sampling the music wavelengths and do analysis, statistics, design the frequency, pattern, melody, then transform the melody into the dance movement like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you said like from second grade, which means like from maybe age of 7, 8, something?
Yeah, as long as they can read.
Okay.
As long as they can read the instruction, right?
Awesome. Where like people can buy it? I mean like.
It's available on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah. So this robot is really safe. You don't need to worry about the shock and land. It's very soft, right?
Okay.
So and when you fell to the ground.
Oh, so it's easily can be.
Instead of
you don't need like screwdriver or anything.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, definitely need to give it a try.
Yeah, it got two eyes,
Uh-huh.
spotty lights. Kids they love driving in the middle of the night. Those two spotty lights.
Ah, yeah.
It got a
For
camera.
STEM, okay, so,
Yeah. So then with the camera, we can do face detection, like do soccer ball, follow soccer to play soccer automatically, and also chat with you.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
because it can detect whether you are sad, happy, you can talk a little bit. Yeah, something like that.
Very cool.
Then, like shoes, arm, like different arm, soccer ball, whatever. They're all free online.
So very extendable. Yeah. Nice.
You can just upgrade it. So the reason when we design the kit is no arm, then you can design the arm with it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
You can play kung fu. Let me show you the kung fu.
Okay. So now we have.
Since this is fully programmable, the way I play kung fu is one of my kung fu. Right?
Okay, nice.
Let's see.
Thank you. Bye. Good luck. While I'm going to check if my line is ready, I mean, like if I can get the spot for doing soldering, I just want to give you some overview of what happened there with PewBot. So what they do, this is educational robotic platform for kids like from second grade and older. So very nice, extendable with different open source stuff. You can do roller set, playing some kind of soccer ball games. And yeah, they're programmable, so you know how to program them. They're sold on Amazon, so yeah, we'll probably check later. Maybe we'll assemble some the project. So guys, if you like that stuff, put some comments, yeah, and like us, subscribe, hit the bell. You can see some folks already finished the assembly, and they attach these robotics badges to their jackets. Very nice. Hello, so thank you first of all for this great event for soldering. I really love it. I mean, like I have some experience with soldering, but definitely for people who do not have it, it's great. So could you tell a couple words about Maker Nexus, so what you do and...
Yeah, no problem. We are a makerspace in North Sunnyvale, and we have a full wood shop, a full metal shop, textiles and sewing. We've got laser cutters, 3D printers, metal engravers, plasma cutter. I mean, if you think of it, if you can make it, we have the stuff for it. And so we have classes open to anyone. You can come and take a class and learn how to do a thing and make a thing. We have youth programs like summer camps for kids. And we also have a membership basis. You do sign up online. You do sign up online for our classes, and so all of our stuff is on our website, makernexus.org, and you can see all of our upcoming stuff and make some cool things. Come hang out with cool people.
Just maybe a couple words about the camp you mentioned. So you have also...
Yeah, we have summer camps for kids. They are 1 week long camps. They run all throughout the summer. We also do it, I think, for like winter break and spring break. We have like an electronics camp, digital design camp. We've got woodworking. We've got metalworking. Glass working. I'm probably forgetting several, but we've got a whole handful of things. So,
is it only for kids or adults?
No. In fact, most Maker Nexus is adults. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. June and July from 9 until 3:30.
Yeah,
it's quite a lot of kids in the space. Most of the time, and especially in the evenings during summers, it's adults for the most part, teens. Most of our classes have like an age range on it. It'll be like 16 and up or something like that. For the most part, it's all ages and a lot of really creative people, and you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I love working there, so.
Thank you for doing this. Yeah,
no
really.
No problem.
And good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here we just have Apple 50s exhibition space. Today we're here for different reasons, but yeah, again, Apple's 50. And yeah, same big exhibition, Revolution, the first 2000 years of computing, which we already did the overview before. Okay, looks like that's it for today. Let's see you outside. Thank you, guys. So we are out of the Computer History Museum building, and I just want to share my personal humble opinion as always. I think it was really nice event. I mean, like, not too many things. So what we have PewBot, we have lessons how to do 3D modeling, so how to do the solution for 3D stuff of all these models. Also 3D printing stuff, which is a good company, let's say, to the experience with the modeling solution. Family style, small, cozy, I would say. Really loved it. I mean, like, the experience of soldering this guy was very cool. I really appreciate such type of activities. Anyways, looks good. I loved it. I loved it. This is some kind of event which we all need to have in our neighborhoods, like teaching kids and adults. So that's it for today. Wonderful day, wonderful experience. As always, please, as a small token of appreciation, please like us, hit the bell, subscribe, and share. Put some comments if you like it, if you don't like it. Any feedback, fair, honest, always welcome. Thank you so much. See you.